Hi there. See, I was at the book fair, but this year my dad died, and so I only went on Saturdays. I was too drunk, and on Sunday I came there, but I didn't. I achieved some things, but I didn't achieve everything that I wanted to. Now, my problem is one thing I want to be whatever, like actor and director and a production office. But also Kenneth Branagh has dreams of being an actor, director, and production office. My point is that I said Curse on Turkey. They had an earthquake. 280,000 people died. I seem to be something different. So I seem to be a saint. Simply, I mean, not something different, but simply a saint. And then you say, oh, simply a saint. And simply a saint isn't simply a saint. A saint is basically first God had his prophets, now he has his saints. Saints are powerful. So there might be more saints out there. I don't know. However, I never heard of anyone who said curse on Turkey and then 300,000 went down in an earthquake. So I seem to be the biggest saint ever, or one of the top saints ever. Definitely kind of like considering like Moses in power, also very powerful saint. And I have miracles all the time. And now my problem is I bought a curry at a Shahi curry in Frankfurt, and he's Pakistani. And Pakistan was flooded. 60 million people are underwater. If Bloomsbury would have paid this bill for whatever two falafels and two mango lassis and two curries, chicken tikka, for 30 euros, then maybe this biblical curse would not have come on Pakistan. And Pakistan would not have been flooded. So I want to ask Bloomsbury for a corporate donation so he cover these bills and basically also kind of say like, not only I cover the bills, but I try to optimize everything for this guy, make everything ideal, and take everything unideal away, death threats, attacks, and so on. It must not be very expensive to optimize life for one person and his mom. And yeah, so I wanted to ask you for a corporate donation because, see, if you would have invested 30 euros, 60 million people wouldn't have been flooded. Now, these people all can't help because they're in the police and they're in this, and MI6 says don't even call the MI5 and whatever, and they live in Nepal, they have no money, these people can't talk, you know. But you should be able to understand that, just a small problem. Holy guy there has signs, has miracles, you charge the money, there's biblical plaques, you must pay his bills, so the biblical plaques don't come. So maybe you can help me with that. So next year I'm going to go back as a Fachbesucher to the fair. That means like I'll be there when during the whole week. When the thing with my dad is a little bit over behind me now. So if you can sort of, the other thing would be production and actually kind of making books about the miracles and so. But that is really something for Warner Brothers. I think more. Well, I think it's for film. It's also in a. I mean, we put this miracles, for example, this earthquake. That is what you see in Rogue One when the planet is being destroyed, because it was just that 18-meter earthquake wave that was moving out at 1,000 meters a second, like if you throw a pebble into a pond, then there's this wave, and this wave was just made out of earth and was 80 meters high, and it moved 1,000 meters a second to 1,000-meter kilometer parameter. Everything in there flat, and 280,000 people then in Turkey. And so you see, now you saw the Pakistan flooding. Yeah, I said curse on Turkey. I don't say it anymore, anything like that. But however, I have to spend money, I have to buy food, and then the curses come, and the biblical tax comes. So you could stop this biblical tax. That would be one thing. And we can do that completely outside of the public. We can also publish a book from me, you know, my role as NATO commander and so on. And we can also publish about the miracles, but we got to see what we publish about the miracles and how so far it is dangerous to talk about that, and how so far that can be written down, and how so far someone can say, if we have that in written form, that we can use it and make a court case against Bloomsbury and Bernard. This is an invention, and they can always say that, So we can also try to publish the miracles, For my sake, I'd be ready to do that and make a book about it, But basically, I don't want to work for half a year to make a book. If we can make such fantastic movies, where these miracles are displayed in THX and transmorphed into Star Wars, the Blue Angel transmorphed into the Avatar saga, and so I'd rather like to work on the film production, basically, in my mind, But kind of an offshot of the film production, like Sideshow and Vita, where you have the statues to the films. There could be books, there could be calendars, there could be lithographies, there could be a photo collection if you do outdoor photos, and so there could be collection of the photos of the miracles. Miracles could be recreated, and so yeah, and also it could also be in a book form. There's stuff could be in bound book form that they read about this miracle and that miracle. So might be interesting. Yeah. Also, we might write new scripts, new films like Avatar is about the Blue Angel. Because some Blue Angel appeared to me, and so this is what Avatar is about. So we could make books out of the Avatar, So other miracles might be turned into Star Wars movies, where the miracles are then Jedi powers, and they might be turned into books again, So yeah, so but this two things, one is like emergency measure, pay the bills, optimize the life, so not more biblical plagues keep hitting the earth like Corona, Fukushima, and so on, so we can breathe again, and then basically start about kind of illustrating that page of the Bible, not but the book of the deeds of Saint Bernard, and so on, illustrating it in form of a Star Wars movie in form of a photo book or whatever. So yeah, I might call you about that. So you can actually always contact me about that. I doubt you don't know where I live, kinda. So if you come here as Bloomsbury people and show me your card from the company, then you're always welcome. Okay, then. See you later. So theoretically, if you Bloomsbury people had been in Frankfurt and you paid this ridiculous bill of 30 euros, you'd have saved 60 million people in Pakistan from getting flooded. So it's ridiculous, it's not, I'm not asking you to spend 100 euros so someone in Nepal can buy 10 meals or so. I'm really asking you to pay like 1 penny and prevent the Hoover Dam from breaking and flooding a village, So it's not a lot, so you don't have to feel like like a hero. For there was a doctor in Hawaii and he said, take my house, and there were no biblical tags at this point. For $2 million, that's all that he worked for, or a realtor want to give me his entire realty, or Boeing said, it's your company, sir. So they just wanted to give me the company. They found that proper because I had miracles I was holding. So if you pay for this, prevent this major catastrophes and give away billions of your value, then you're not super holy, but at least you help kind of mankind. Kind of the English have become less spiritual, kind of, maybe not. Okay, so that's it. See you later.